Hello there. Welcome to GitLab Pipeline Series Part 5. In this series, we are going to learn about what is GitLab Pages and we'll write a very simple pipeline that will deploy a static web page into GitLab Pages. We have already completed previously 4 videos that explain about the basic concepts of GitLab pipelines. In Lab 1, we have discussed about the fundamentals about the GitLab pipelines. And in Lab 2, we have discussed about environments, case, and dependencies. In Lab 3, we have discussed about parallelization, metrics builds, inherit, extend, and include. In Lab 4, we have discussed about how to build and push content containers or Docker images and push it into the GitLab Container Registry, also into DockerHub Container Registry. So these 4 labs we have already completed. If you have not gone through this, please go through this. I have already shared my reports and the uh, YouTube playlist. And today we will discuss about GitLab Pages. So GitLab Pages is the GitLab feature where we can publish or we can deploy our own static websites that uses like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, or any images or photos we can um, publish in the GitLab pages. So static web pages means it doesn't require any server or any backend service. So it is only some static code. I mean, in the form of HTML or CSS that we need to copy to the GitLab pages, and that should run. It will be accessed through a um, URL, and the URL, it will be default, it will be provided by the GitLab itself. But if you want to use our custom domain also, we can integrate it, and we can also associate our SSL certificate with that. So if we use the default domain that is provided by the GitLab, then it will be like the URL will be like this. It will be like HTTPS with username with some ID and gitlab.io. If we want it should be unique, but if it doesn't want it unique, then it will show another format that I'll let you know what is the format of that URL once we deploy one static web page. Yeah, so this is for the default GitLab URL or the default domain, and we can create our own custom domain that we'll discuss later when we completely deploy a application into one of the cloud provider, and there we'll try to purchase a custom domain from any of the um, domain provider like GoDaddy or any other provider, and we'll try to integrate with our application and associate it with the SSL certificate. We'll see how we can do that in our future lessons. And yeah, so the pipeline code is very simple here. We can create a stage, okay, for the name as a name of deploy, and in the script, in the job, for you can create the job as pages, and in the script, right, we need to create a public directory, and whatever your static file, okay, it is your index.html or .css, whatever files is there, we can copy. Here I am using only single file, but it can be your multiple, there can be multiple files, so we have to copy all these files to the public directory here, whatever we have created it, and that path, whatever is there, that we need to create an artifact for that. Okay, so we'll just mention like artifacts, and the path will be public. Okay, so that will be available to the GitLab pages. Yeah, so going to the pipeline, here you can see this is my uh, HTML file. You can say it is my the static web application. Okay, so here it is something, it is writing like my GitLab pages website, and here it in the header, hello GitLab pages, it shows here in the body. Okay, and um, this site is deployed using the GitLab CI/CD. uh, it will just show that in the page. Okay, and if you go to the pipeline here, this is my stage, and as I already explained, it uses only one job here, and this job belongs to the stage deploy. I'm creating a public directory in the script section and copying this index.html to this public folder and creating the artifact. Okay, here I'm mentioning the public, so it will be visible to the, I mean, this artifact will be uploaded to the GitLab Pages. Okay, now if you go, I'll come to, if you go to this build and pipeline here, right? Okay, I can run this from here. Let me trigger this pipeline manually. This job started, the stage is deploy, and the job is basis. Here what it will do is it will use a image to run this runner. Okay, I mean, it will, the runner itself will run as a container, so it will use the Docker executor, and then it will come, the script it will run, make directory public. After this, it will try to copy this to the public folder or the directory, and once that is done, it is completed, like public found two matching artifact files and directories. Okay, so it got successed. Now if we'll come to the other, right, if you go to deploy here, okay, and under deploy you have pages, right? If you browse this, you can see here we have this URL. Okay, so the URL, it specifies like here https GitLab 05. This is my project name. Okay, uh, and this is the ID. Okay, so what I mentioned here is it is the project name itself. Okay, okay, so here we can use this project name, and it will postfix with some random ID here, and gitlab.io. This is unique one, and if you click this here, you can see this the page, hello GitLab Pages. Okay, what we mentioned in our HTML file here, hello GitLab Pages. Okay, now if you go to domain and settings here, right, we can create, if you want to do your custom domain, you can add here, but at present we are not doing this one. We'll see this in our future lab. Okay, when we'll purchase a new domain, we can do that. And this is our GitLab provided URL. Okay, what I have mentioned here, if you see use unique domain, if you mention use unique name domain, right, then it will be project name with some ID and GitLab IO, like whatever it is created here. But if you do not use this, okay, then it should be like the username, then gitlab.io with project name. It will create like this. Okay, let me save this one. Okay, by unchecking that, and let me delete the pages here also. Okay, now I have deleted that one, and let me check in this code. Let me, I have already made some changes in the readme file, so now I can check in this. Okay, let me commit this code and push to the repo. Then it will automatically trigger the pipeline again. If we'll go to the pipeline here, I can see it will trigger. Yeah, it started. Now it will try to run the pipeline again. Okay, so once it will create and publish that file to the public folder, it will automatically, the in the GitLab pages we can see the URL. Okay, and in this case we'll see a different URL, that is like with the username, with at the end it should be provide the uh, project name. Okay, yeah, it is got completed. Let me just refresh the pages again. Yeah, now you can see it is my providing my username GitLab IO with my project name. Okay, so now if I'll uh, browse, it will ask me, because yeah, you can see it is coming, but here it is not secure, that's why it shows. Okay, yeah, so that's all about creating a static page uh, in GitLab using GitLab pipeline. Okay, now so here you can create, like if your personal websites or any company website documentation, we can do project pages, we can create a blog. Okay, all these things you can do. Yeah, that anyway, if you want to use the GitLab provided URL, then no need to pay anything to any domain provider as well. Okay, so you can create your own and you can publish to the GitLab pages without paying anything. Okay, yeah, that's all about today's lesson. We will discuss something new in our future lab. Okay, so if you like this, please subscribe to it and share to your colleagues and like it. Till then, bye bye. Thank you so much.